$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. Running against the worst candidate, I'll have to leave the country? I don't know. And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. $7 million for reef fish management. $25 million to combat Asian carp. $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. $7 million for reef fish management. $25 million to combat Asian carp. $2.5 million to count the number.
Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
I mean, the fossil fuel industry, they weigh in so significantly. I mean, how could it be? This country needs a strong Republican Party, and we do.
In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq.
I eat extra sharp.
Dumb as a shit fuck, you know, cringe tour, etc., etc.
Hello, users, and welcome to another motherfucker of an episodic installation of the Above It All live broadcast experience. Oh, fuck. Well, shit. Okay, hold on. Hello, user! Did I already say that? Shit. Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic, welcome Above It All, the 1591 episode. I've done a lot of these, episodes, and so I've got a show lined up, and, I've got myself a Polar Orange Vanilla Seltzer. I just cut myself. I just cut myself on the tab. Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of the Above It All live broadcast. Does anyone hear that noise? Hello, users, and welcome back to another episodic show on the broadcast. Hello, users. Kelsey, do you not know how to spell my fucking name, you stupid ass fucking bitch? Folks, we've got some really bad news to talk about today. And I honestly, to be honest, I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. Yesterday, on the show, there were some disagreements. And I want to cover these disagreements because I feel like this is important. I feel like this is something that, as a community, I need to do. And you might notice I'm stuttering. Honestly, I'm fighting back tears because part of this, I feel betrayed in some way. On the show yesterday, there's a little bit of an issue when it comes to who was first. Now, as we know, everyone loves to be first. This is a thing that people like on YouTube.com. They like to be first. And yesterday, I declared a winner for being first. Now, it appears today, just for reference, Johnny Too Late FTV is first today. But it is not a 2-day running streak. Because according to reports from the letter hack on Twitter.com, we have some conflicting evidence on who was first. So I'm going to say it was a tie yesterday. That's what I'm going to say. At least that's what I was going to say. But new information, I saw this yesterday, 12 hours after the original first. Letterhack posts this. And not too long later, more evidence showed up. And Mila, known as Mila Raisin in the chat, posted something very interesting, and I want to read this. So Letterhack says it was the right thing to do. And Mila says, thanks, Matt. The right thing to do, in quotes. But where have I read that before? Oh, yeah? Yikes! That's exactly what Barry Loundermilk said about himself objecting to the certification of the 2020 presidential election. Now, as we know, Donald Trump lost the 2020 presidential election. He lost. Joe Biden won. So let's read this quote. Loudermilk was one of the majority of Georgia House Republicans to object to the election certification, saying later that he believed it was the right thing to do. So this really complicates things. So we have the letter hack. Once upon a time, a respected chat user claiming victory, declaring victory, and using terminology as exposed here by Mila Raisin. Republican terminology pulled right from the January 6th playbook. And this is a problem. I just want to say, I know Letterhack is not currently in the chat to defend himself, but this is a problem. And so, I was going to say I was going to make it a tie. But at this point in time, I don't know what to believe. So I'm just going to say, yesterday's first competition, there are no winners. There are no losers. It's been abolished. Episode 1590's first competition has been abolished. We're skipping from 1589 to 1591. I'm erasing it from the archives. Just like Stalin would do. It's gone. And, but today, Johnny Too Late FTV was first, and there's really no competition. But anyway, hello, users, and welcome to another, and welcome to, the show. We got a show, today. We got a Today show. It's today. Got a show. I did not do any show prep. I did no show prep. Just gonna drink some coffee. I'm not gonna lie, folks, this morning at 10:02 a.m. This morning, I had an emergency bowel evacuation, and I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot out of me. Both literally and figuratively. I am exhausted. I feel like I need to take a nap. Does anyone ever feel like that? Like, they use the bathroom, and then they can barely get up off the toilet, and they feel like they need to take a nap. Because that's where I'm at right now. I feel tired. I feel... Honestly, I feel like I can't go on. I'm going to be honest with you. I really genuinely feel like I can't go on. So I'd like to announce that I'm going to go take a nap. I'll be right back. Hello, users, and welcome to another broadcast. This is a broadcast experience. Today is going to be about 35 degrees centigrade, if you factor in the heat index. And of course I'm wearing a long sleeve like sweater. I got an air conditioner set up. How loud is this? Is this supposed to turn it on? Huh? How is that? Is that loud? Is that loud? Sounds loud, because it's loud for me. Not loud? No, this is loud. Uh-oh. Mila once again giving me the conflicting information. Hold up, I'm gonna listen to the stream. No, this is loud. Huh? I can't even hear it. But also, I can't tell if it's like loud. Can I like not hear it because I can hear it in real life too, and so it just drowns it. Sounds loud because it's loud for me. Not loud? No, this is loud. Uh-oh. Mila once again giving me the conflicting information. Hold up, I'm gonna listen to the stream. No, this is loud. Huh? I can't even hear it. But also, I can't tell if it's like loud. Can I like not hear it because I can hear it in real life too, and so it just drowns it. Sounds loud because it's loud for me. Not loud? No, this is loud. Uh-oh. Mila once again giving me the conflicting information. Hold up, I'm gonna listen to the stream. No, this is loud. But also, I because my hear it. I can't tell I can hear it for not. Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of the programmatic experience. This is Above It All, episode 1000. Holy shit, wait, what? There's 1,591? Holy shit. Anyway, folks, welcome to the show today. So I'm gonna turn the air conditioner off through the duration of the program unless it gets too hot. But anyway, this is a program. We've got a program, today. I can't lean back in my chair. It's got like a lock in place. Hold up. Haha. Woo! Look at this. Okay. Woo! All right. Anyway, so we got a show. Let's drink some coffee here. I need to wake up. I'm a little tired. I did a lot of drugs yesterday. And by that I mean I ingested copious amounts of cannabis products. And so, you know, I need some coffee, needless to say. I'm fucking high as shit right now, so. Today, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I know a lot of people get confused by this. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing some more Doom. Memento Mori 2, finishing this today at 1 p.m. Like I've said, Wednesday and Thursday is going to be the Doom streams. So, definitely tune in for that. As you can see in the thumbnail, I've got my hair in my face. Just going for something there. Hopefully it looks okay. But yeah, so tune in for that. I know you won't. You stupid fucking self-absorbed pricks. I know you won't. Yesterday, we were talking about religion. We were talking about genocide. We're talking about classic scoops and stories. Paladin, you were there. Back me up. Y'all missed my opinion. And you won't know unless you go watch the VOD. Anyway, so that's going to be happening. There you go. So, all right, let's look at the news. Goddamn Guinea is in the news again? Fucking Guinea. All right. Orange Man. Orange Man. Orange J Man. Loser if the 2020 election. Charging Trump for fundraising off election lies would face high bar, experts say. This is from CNN. High bar. This is another example of Donald Trump committing crimes and then, like, everyone's scrambling to justify why he's never going to face any consequences. Like, which crime is this, numerically speaking, that is confirmed that he's committed? Like, I want to say it might be like the 7,415th crime that he's just on record committing. And everyone's like, oh shit, are we going to do anything? No. Are you going to do anything? No. Am I going to do anything? No. Well, let's go to CNN Politics and talk to Caitlin Polance and Kara Scannell. While the House January 6th committee is making its case to the American public that then President Donald Trump ripped off donors with false fundraising pitches after the 2020 election, prosecutors would face higher hurdles if they were to pursue a criminal fraud case in court. Is it a grift? Yeah, it's a grift. But is a grift always illegal? Not necessarily, said Paul, a former federal prosecutor who previously led the Justice Department's fraud section. This is just like, yeah, he's committing crimes. Yeah, he's an asshole. Yeah, he's taking advantage of everyone. But are we going to do anything about it? Nah. I'm starting to think that the entirety of the January 6th committee is just a fundraising scam for Democrats. I'm starting to think that. Right? Because it's like, if you're going to go through all of this effort to prove that Donald Trump is garbage and instigated an insurrection, like, I mean, how can Democrats call it the insurrection without mentioning 14th Amendment Section 3 that says anyone that gives aid or comfort to an insurrection is banned from office? So Democrats are going around calling it an insurrection, saying Donald Trump caused the insurrection, saying that he scammed people into thinking lies that would lead to them engaging in an insurrection, and they're not going to talk about 14th Amendment Section 3 that says anyone that gives aid or comfort to those engaging in insurrection is banned from office. That doesn't make any sense. I don't like... I mean, like, goddamn.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Like, this shit is insane. I mean, it's insane. One state attorney general, New York's Letitia James, has already said she will investigate the committee's allegations of fraud and potential misconduct. Oh, she's going to investigate. All right. The new details revealed tonight related to January 6th are disturbing. First of all, are these new details? I mean, people looked at the fine print of those fundraising emails and saw that the fundraising emails themselves gave themselves a get-out-of-jail-free card that was like $75,000 and $1 in order to go to this election defense fund. And then, like, you know, what person is going to do? Like, I don't remember if it was 75,000, but it was like some astronomically high amount or whatever. So, like, we knew it was a grift at the time. So, I don't know, man. Like, who cares? Oh, this is new details revealed tonight. How about you prosecute him on, like, the other 6,419 crimes that he's on record committing? I don't know. During its hearing on Monday, the committee outlined a startling set of financial figures alleging Trump had raised $250 million off of false claims. Donors were encouraged to contribute to a so-called official election defense fund, which did not exist, and was simply a term used for marketing. The committee said most of the money ultimately went toward a PAC called Save America, formed less than a week after the election, that distributed it to other political ventures, blah, blah, blah. The big lie was also a big ripoff, said Zoe Lofgren. Is Zoe Lofgren going to do anything about it? 14th Amendment, Section 3? Great. It's a big ripoff. Nice soundbite. Wow. The big lie was also a big ripoff. Slay Queen. How about 14th Amendment, Section 3? Anyone? It's in the Constitution. These motherfuckers are like, and I'm swearing oath to my Constitution, and Donald Trump is bad. 14th Amendment, Section 3. Hello? Like, I can't take any of these fucking stupid morons seriously. I really can't. Like, yes. Am I glad that they're uncovering more details and new videos and all that? Yes. Am I glad that they're telling the public how bad Donald Trump is? Yes. That's all great. But what the fuck? 14th Amendment, Section 3. Like, am I living in the Twilight Zone? Like, is this a Mandela effect scenario? I think, hold up. Let me just verify that I'm in the right universe that has the 14th Amendment, Section 3. I'm going to look this up. Because apparently, maybe the Mandela effect, if you know what that is where you wake up in another reality. So, maybe in my original universe, there was a 14th Amendment. And in this universe that I'm in, there isn't one. So I'm going to look at this up real quick. Just to make sure I'm in the right universe. Okay. So, just to verify, I am in the right universe. Amendment 14, Section 3. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who, having previously taken an oath as member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. So how come Democrats aren't bringing this up? Apparently, this is not the Mandela Effect universe, where the 14th Amendment failed to be ratified. So we're in the universe where the 14th Amendment, Section 3 exists. Democrats are going to use the I word, insurrection, and yet they're not going to do anything about it. They're just going to get their sound bites. Oh, the big lie, the big ripoff! Whee! Woo! The big lie, the big ripoff! Like, that doesn't, I don't, like, hello? Like, is the Twilight Zone music copyrighted? Like, can I just, like, start playing the Twilight Zone music? Like, I don't, like, what the fuck? Like, am I allowed to do this? I don't know. I don't know. Like, seriously. I mean, I'm just like, I'm losing my goddamn mind. Like, these motherfuckers. A high bar to clear. Okay. I mean, again, insurrection. Like, who cares about this fucking shit? I don't give a fuck. Insurrection, he's banned. Yet if the federal prosecutors were to pursue a case, they need to answer many unknowns that the House left unanswered in its short presentation on Monday. Great job. And think through the implications of charging a fundraising operation for a sitting president running for re-election. In a normal situation, could you get people charged criminally? Of course. Oh, except when it's Donald Trump. In a normal situation, anyone but Donald Trump, slam dunk. But when it's the orange man, it's lunchtime. I gotta get out of here. This is not a normal situation. We're talking at the time the sitting president of the United States. That's not a run-of-the-mill decision for the Department of Justice to make. What is this like? Oh, the president can cause any amount of crimes that they want, and that's cool. I don't understand. So, like, if I did this, I would go to jail. Remember the Donald Trump quote, I could shoot someone in Fifth Avenue and no one would stop supporting me? So you're telling me the president, they can break any law they want. They can violate any constitutional clause that they want. And they're fine. But if I go around and engage in an insurrection, I'm going to get fucked up. If I go around and scam people with fraudulent fundraising schemes, I'm going to get fucked up. But Donald Trump, oh, he's a sitting president, so it's all good. Oh, he broke 6,515 laws? Fuck it, he's a sitting president, who cares? What the fuck? And these are like Democrats, right? Like Democrats are just like, they're just like, yeah, he violated the law for the 17,519th time. But when you really think about it, he was the guy that you see the president, so can you really? But he's a really bad guy. But you know, what?
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
This fucking shit's crazy. I mean, I'm losing my mind here. I'm losing my mind. I mean, like, 14th Amendment, Section 3. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. 14th Amendment, Section 3. Get him out. Get him out. He's done. Get him out. Go to jail. Do not pass go. I don't know what to fucking say. Two big complications off the bat with bringing a criminal case based on the fundraising evals. What does the fine print say? And you have to tie the fraud specifically to whoever you want to charge. In the case of Trump, he could have been layers removed from the person who wrote and sent the fundraising email. How about the fact, I don't know, he engaged in a fucking insurrection? Like, why are we talking about the fundraising email? Instead of, like, think about this. Okay, so it's the January 6th committee, right? The hearings are about the January 6th insurrection. And what are all the news talking about a couple days later? Like, I want you to really think about how fucking crazy this is. This would be like if there was like a committee hearing on someone shooting another person in the head. And then the next day, they were arguing about whether or not, like, oh, can we charge him for like stealing a suit and tie from the dry cleaner before the crime? Can we charge him for that? Look, I don't know. You did a whole committee hearing about the motherfucker just that shot him in the head. And now the next couple days are about, I don't know if we can legally charge him with a crime for that suit and tie from the dry cleaner. He technically did have the ticket. Like what? It's the January 6th committee. What happened on January 6th? There was an insurrection. Like, why are we talking about this fucking garbage? Like, does anyone, like, am I crazy? Because I feel like I'm crazy. Like, I feel like I'm fucking crazy. I mean, like, holy shit. I I think the legal jeopardy for the Trump world is pretty clear. Daniel Goldman, a lawyer who worked on the case against Trump during his impeachment proceedings, blah, blah, blah. Presumably Donald Trump didn't know he was getting $250 million on a bogus claim. Okay, hold on. So this guy was one of the lawyers that tried to impeach Donald Trump. And he's going to go out there and say that Donald Trump didn't know he was engaging in fraud? Oh, he just didn't know. Why would you say that? Like, why would you say that? And, like, I don't understand. Why would you say that? Why would you bake in that, oh, maybe Donald Trump just didn't know. He's innocent. Why would you say that? What is the, why, and also, again, who cares? Like, I can't read this shit anymore, man. My brain's gonna fucking blow up. My brain's gonna fucking blow up. These people are so incompetent. Like, this is like if I were to do like a fucking movie review of like one of the best movies ever made, like The Shining or something. And the entire movie review I'm spending talking about one character's shoelaces. Like, I don't know, maybe that's not the point of the fucking movie. You know what I mean? Maybe the January 6th Insurrection Committee, maybe we should be talking about the fucking insurrection. I don't know. Maybe. What the fuck? Anyway, my IQ has already dropped several points reading this shit, so I'm gonna move on. Holy cocksucking fuck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we got like this thing here, and that's like causing some light distortion. Look at this. Whoop. Ah. Ooh. Ah. E. Ah. Look at that. Like, I'm not doing anything. Like, this is like some auto adjustment technology. This is like a technology. Woo. Ah. E. Oh. So I'm going to have to move this because this curtain does not block light enough. So I'm going to have to move this. But this is where my setup is right now. And so just bear with it for today. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I can move it right now. Hold up. Let me try. See if I break anything. Okay. Let's just go this way. And then I'm going to move this way. And then I'm just going to go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we're living. Now we're living. All right. We're living and I'm livid. Okay. Who cares? I mean, like, Jesus Christ. Alright, y'all. You asked for it. Here it is. January 6th committee has emails between Guinea and Eastman. Goddamn Guinea. I'm going to turn my air conditioner on again because it's getting hot. Woo! Is that loud? Anyway. Goddamn Guinea. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. This is like a nice, like, what is that? Like a, I don't even know what that is. But it's nice. I like the colors. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 U.S. Capitol attack, is in possession of email correspondence between conservative attorney John Eastman in Virginia, Guinea Thomas, a conservative activist who is the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. 14th Amendment, Section 3. Why is Clarence Thomas on the court? 14th Amendment, Section 3. He gave aid and comfort to those engaging in an insurrection, a.k.a. his wife, covered for her. He's banned. Get him out. He's banned. Let Biden appoint someone else. He's banned. He got banned. He's banned. Clarence Thomas is banned from the court. And yet, what is he going to walk into work with put his Snuggie and his bed sheet on? Again, this, like, I can't get over the fact that Supreme Court and, like, judges, they wear, like, bed sheets on them. Like, it's like a fucking, like a KKK thing. I don't know. Like, think about, like, historically, what groups in the United States wear bed sheets to work? Justices, judges, and the fucking Ku Klux Klan. Like, I don't know what to tell you, motherfucker. Why are these motherfuckers going to work with bed sheets on? I don't know. But anyway, he's banned. It's gone. It's over. It's done. But wait, he's going to walk into work today because no one cares. No one cares about the fucking Constitution. Jesus motherfucking goddamn Christ. The source who spoke with CNN would not provide details on the email's contents or say if they were direct messages between the two or part of a larger group correspondence. The Washington Post first reported on the emails. A separate source said the emails were part of a tranche of messages provided to the committee after a federal court ruled that Eastman's correspondence were pertinent to the committee's work investigating former President Donald Trump and efforts over... Reminder, Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Joe Biden won. There is some discussion about adding Thomas's role in the effort to overturn the election to some of the committee's upcoming public hearings. But the sources cautioned that the panel schedule is already very full and there's currently no plan. Oh, they're already too full. So, talking about, I don't know, well, the Supreme Court is gutting abortion rights, planning on gutting gay rights, right? Planning a whole host of other fucking conservative fucking garbage. While that's going on, and we've got a clear link between the Supreme Court and Guinea and Eastman all working in tandem. Let's just ignore it. Fuck it. I mean, I don't know, man. It's too much as it is. Why implicate the Supreme Court when we could just, I don't know, do nothing? Like, hello? Like, what the fuck? Thomas did not respond to CNN for a request for comment. Attorneys for Eastman declined to comment, as did a spokesperson for the House Select Committee. So no one cares. Guinea and Clarence were working together to hold back information about her involvement in trying to destroy the U.S. government and overturn the presidential election. And Democrats are like, who cares? Who cares? Again, 14th Amendment, Section 3 of the United States Constitution. No one is allowed to be a judicial officer of any state at all if you have engaged in an insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort. Aid or comfort. Personally, I would say your wife going out there trying to overturn the election and you covering that up is giving aid and comfort to someone who engaged in an insurrection against the United States of America. You're banned. You're banned. You got banned, Clarence Thomas. But luckily for you, no one's going to carry out your ban. This is like when I was in high school and motherfuckers would give me detention. Right? I used to get detention in high school. Check this out. So this is a complicated story, but this is funny, okay? It's worth it. So, I've said this before. I had a lot of chronic illnesses when I was a kid. I would end up not going to school a lot. I would always have doctor's notes. My school believed that the doctor's notes were fake. And so sometimes, because of lack of attendance, they would give me detention. So, they would, like, it wasn't like detention as in stay after school and we're going to, like, do some extra work with you because you're lagging behind. It's like, oh no, stay in this classroom as a prisoner for an additional 2 hours for no reason. Okay. But you know what? I didn't go to detention. I just didn't go. And then I got detention for not going to detention. And you know what I did with that detention? I just didn't go. And then eventually, that was it. Like, I think they gave me detention again for not going to detention or something. And I just never went. I was just like, why? I'm not going to go there. What are you fucking, am I in prison? I'm not staying after school for several hours. Fuck that shit. I just didn't go. And that's what Clarence Thomas is doing. He got detention. He's banned from the Supreme Court. He's banned from being in any judicial office. But he's just like, eh. And no one else cares. They just don't give a shit. I don't know what to tell you, man. This fucking shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. Oh, what the fuck? Goddamn Guinea. Clarence Thomas participated in Supreme Court cases related to the 2020 election controversies, and in one February 21 opinion, dissented as the full court declined to take up a challenge to Pennsylvania's mail-in voting procedures. He demonstrated support for the claim that election fraud is a threat to America. Aid and comfort to someone engaging in an insurrection. Case closed. Case fucking closed, motherfucker! You're gone. It's over. Goodbye. Do not pass go. Do not fucking pass go. But you know what he's gonna do? You know what Clarence is gonna do? You know what Guinea's gonna do? You know what Eastman's gonna do? You know what they're all gonna do? They're gonna pass go, motherfucker. They're gonna pass go, and then they're gonna get, like, they're gonna land on that, like, chance space right after go that sends them the fucking boardwalk. And then, guess what? They're at boardwalk, and then they're gonna pass go again. They're gonna double go on your bitch ass. Why? Because they rolled doubles. Like, this fucking shit's crazy. They're just fucking, they're literally just running around flaunting the fact that they don't give a fuck about they don't give a fuck about law and order. They claim that they do. Law and order when it's the black people that we're gonna kill with police. Then it's law and order. But when it's everyone else that violates the Constitution on a daily basis, law and order, what the fuck? Law and order? Jesus Christ. Goddamn Guinea! What kind of fucking motherfucker names themselves Guinea? I can't with this fucking shit, man. Fucking Guinea! Sources said the House Select Committee has contemplated making Guinea Thomas's role in the attempt to overturn the election part of its investigation, but has yet to call her in to testify or issue a subpoena. You got subpoena power! Get Guinea on the stand! I'll watch that shit live! Get Guinea on the fucking stand! You got fucking subpoena power, motherfucker! Use it! Subpoena that fucking bitch! Jesus! Eastman claimed insight into Supreme Court infighting over taking 2020 election case. Wednesday night, the New York Times reported Eastman claimed in December 2020 that there was a heated fight among Supreme Court justices over whether to hear arguments about efforts by then-President to overturn the 2020 election. Again, they were just trying to do the same thing that happened in 2000, but the scenario didn't line up in the same way. Another pro-Trump attorney suggested that Wild Chouse on January 6th could prod the High Court to take action. These motherfuckers don't give a shit. They don't care. I'm done reading this, but like, it's just like they flaunt how much they don't care, and the Democrats are gonna do nothing. The Democrats are gonna do nothing. The Democrats don't give a fuck. They're gonna fundraise off of it. They're gonna make a cool television show. But that's it. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Sad. Sad? This is the Democrats. Hold up. Oh no. My fucking computer is slow. Alright, this is the Democrats. Check this out.
There was no response. They didn't have one for that. No, it's very sad. Very sad.
You broke the law? Are we gonna do anything? Nah. You're free to go, kid. You're free to go, kid. Jesus, motherfucking goddamn motherfuck. So sick of this shit. Yo, folks. I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm high as fuck. I'm really fucking high right now, man. Yesterday, I engulfed myself in copious amounts of cannabis products. And I'm still high. I'm still high. I'm fucking fucked up right now. I did some marijuana tincture at around 12:45 yesterday, right before my Doom stream. Which, by the way, I'm doing another Doom stream in 2 hours from now. Check it out. Be there or be square, motherfucker. If you think this is a fun stream, check this out. This is going to be an even funner stream. I know funner's not a word, but goddamn. Anyway, so I'm really fucking high right now. And I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to put on a good program for you. Hopefully y'all are endorsing or enjoying the program. I hope you endorse it as well, but hopefully everyone's enjoying the program today. I had some Brussels sprouts this morning for breakfast. Had some goddamn Brussels sprouts. And every time I burp, I'm burping up Brussels. So, I just thought I would share that with y'all. The other day, let me tell a story. This is a good story, so I'm going to turn this into an actual segment. Okay. So the other day, I was doing mushrooms. You know, I like mushrooms. And sometimes, most of the time when I do mushrooms, I don't like food at all. But sometimes, like, if I skip breakfast, I get really hungry. Like, and it's like, when I'm like 2 hours into the experience, like, the only thing I can think about is eating food, because I'm just so hungry. And, like, that hunger is, like, dialed up to 11. It's like, woo! It's, like, dialed up to 75. Right? And the only thing I can think about is how hungry I am. So the other day I was doing mushrooms, and I decided to eat some salsa and chips during my mushroom experience. And I was eating Mrs. Renfro's ghost pepper and habanero pepper salsa. And I had some ghost pepper coated chips, tortilla chips, that I was using. Needless to say, there's a lot of spice in the salsa and in the chips. And so anyway, so I'm going to town on this. And that's, like, the thing is, normally, like, the idea of eating food is disgusting. But, like, I was so hungry that I was in this weird state where I was, like, the food I was eating, which is, like, junk food, right? I mean, you know, could be worse. But the food I was eating was disgusting, but I was so enthralled with it, and it tasted so good. God damn. That was a great experience. But anyway, I was also drinking a lot of seltzer, right? Because I like drinking seltzer when I'm on drugs, because you feel the bubbles, you know, like, right? And that's just super cool. You ever do shrooms and drink seltzer? Like, goddamn, hold up. Like, even just normally, that tastes, but damn, you can feel those bubbles going. Anyway, do I like Scotch bonnet peppers? Absolutely. So anyway, so I'm drinking a lot of seltzer. I probably had like 3 cans of seltzer over the course of 30 minutes to an hour. And then I started burping. Now, this is where things get interesting, okay? So I'm burping. Now again, I may be like 3.5 hours into the shroom experience. So I'm like, right? So I'm like that. And I start burping. I'm like, bleh, bleh. Anyway, so one of these burps, I'm trying to hold it back. For whatever reason, I just, want to feel what that's like. So I try to hold the burp back. You know, with that, you burp, but you don't open your mouth. Like, you just go like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Oh, shit. There it goes. Holy fuck. And it's about time. Anyway, so, you know what I mean? So, anyway, the burp's coming up, and it's like, okay. So, now keep in mind, the only thing in my stomach, I hadn't eaten breakfast. So I probably hadn't eaten in like 20 hours. So I haven't eaten breakfast. The only thing in my stomach is a magic mushroom and a bunch of like peppers and salsa. That's the only thing in there. So I go like, right? It's crazy. Look at that. The wall's coming down. Anyway, so then, right, that's happening. So then another burp comes. And I'm like, oh no? So I try to release the first one before the second one comes. Not successful. So what ends up happening is I burped up some of the spicy goo from the salsa experience. And then the unthinkable. I was thinking, am I going to throw up? Not even close. I'm going to throw down. Actually. So I burped up the spicy pepper gas into my nostrils. Into my nostrils. Like, so you know, like, sometimes when you burp, like, it comes out your nose, you know what I mean? You know this? Because your nostrils and your mouth, like, they're connected in there. I don't know. I didn't make the rules. Anyway, so I get, like, some habanero, ghost pepper, like, spicy something in my nostrils. Now, keep in mind, I am on shrooms right now. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. Environmental coffee house. I can't do shrooms. I'm on pain management if I test positive for something. How long does shrooms stay in your system? I always read that shrooms stay in your system for like 2 days. But I don't know. Look that up. That's your own thing. Anyway. But anyway, okay. So I burp up some peppers. I don't know what it is. It's in my nostrils. I'm fucked. Now keep in mind, I'm on shrooms. So every emotion, every like sensation that I'm feeling is like, now imagine this happening when you're sober. But like, now imagine you're on drugs, so it's like dialed up to like a fucking 30,000. So I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm like my entire head. I don't know, like I don't. Oh, right, like I don't know how to explain this, but it felt like my brain was on fire, right? Because your nostrils are like, they're like, ooh, right? They're like in here or something. I don't know where the fuck are my nostrils. Well, who designed the human body anyway? Like, fucking, what the hell? Your nostrils are, like, gonna... Like, I don't know. Anyway, my fucking brain was on fire. I was fucked up. It was painful. But here's the thing. It was so fascinating at the same time. Like, it was extremely painful, but also fascinating. Like, I wasn't crying. I wasn't upset. I was just walking around, like, trying to drink water, but then that didn't do anything, because, like, the pain was in the nostril, so every time I would drink water, it wouldn't do anything. So I was just, like, pacing. Like, my brain feels like it's melting. I'm on, like, my entire head is on fire. I'm sweating. It's really hot. And so I just, like, walked around and just dealt with it for, like, 20 minutes. It was very painful for, like, 20 minutes. But, like, Jesus Christ! That was the most interesting thing I've ever experienced. So I burped up like some spicy ass fucking like ghost pepper, habanero pepper salsa into my nostrils. And wow, I've never felt anything like that before. I've never felt that. Like, have you ever felt that before? Like your brain, your entire head's on fire? Like, it literally felt like my entire head was melting. Like, I thought that I was gonna die, but then I realized, no, it's fine. It's just really painful. But it was, like, painful in the sense that I was, like, because I was on drugs, I was, like, detached from the pain. So it was like watching a movie of someone being, like, set on fire, right? So it was, like, I was detached from the pain. I was feeling the pain, but it was, like watching a movie where it's, like, you're not... Like, like when you watch, like, a movie and someone gets their eyes gouged out. Ooh. You know what I mean? Ooh. Right? Like, it's painful to watch, but you're not actually... That's what I was... Anyway. Goddamn, that was fun. I don't know why I started telling the story, but it was a good story. So, there you go. Alright, so we got an hour already done. Goddamn. Goddamn.
All of a sudden we can't talk about Neanderthal DNA anymore.
Looks like the wall's coming down, by the way. How the fuck? There you go. Yeah, that's right. The Faraday cage was fake the whole time? It was fake the whole time. I made it up. I made it up! It's a space blanket taped to the wall! You dumb motherfuckers! I made it up! You stupid ass bitches! It was all fake the whole time. It was fan fiction. I made it up. Anyway, got a show going on today. We were just playing along to humor me. No. Anyway, I was waiting for that to happen. I'm surprised it took 6 months. I put that tape up there 6 fucking months ago. and now it finally fell. Maybe it's the air conditioner. Causing like some windstorm. There's like a wind tunnel. I got a pillow here on the floor. Check this out. Got elephants here. Got a pillow. And keep this on the floor just in case I want a pillow. And now it's back on the floor. You ever hear this noise? That's a weird ass noise. Check this out. What does that sound like? I'm gonna play it on the stream. Holy shit. That's a weird ass noise. Check this out. I don't know what I'm doing. This is too much. This is too much. Turn it off. Oh, hello users. Above it all. Alright. Woo! Alright, my kid showed me that when he was 5. Well, you know. Alright, we got welcome to Above It All broadcast. Woo. All right. All right, let's talk about this because this is funny. This is really funny. I'm having a little bit of fun with this one. Just bring some fucking seltzer here. So yesterday, there was a clip that it made the rounds on Twitter.com. It made the rounds on Twitter.com. And I think this is extremely funny. I think this whole situation is extremely funny that unfolded. So I'm going to play this clip here. Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks was interviewed by Mediaite. What kind of name is that? Mediaite. And he basically threw a bunch of people under the bus. In my opinion, rightfully and correctly. And anyway, all of these people freaked the fuck out. They cried a bunch. And it's hilarious. So I'm going to play this clip.
Mainstream media is
Okay, let me turn the volume up because these motherfuckers don't know anything about volume. Gotta do live production every time.
Disgusting in how they.
Oh, that's too loud. Okay, hold up. Holy shit.
The mainstream media is disgusting in how they shut out progressives. In terms of the right wing, no. Brianna Joy Gray, unfortunately, is one of the people that are in the fake left, and so this has become a whole niche part of the industry. So Jimmy Dore, Glenn Greenwald, Brianna Joy Gray, and a couple of others in there that are. To be fair to Dave Rubin, he started this whole thing. The fake left saying, "Oh, well, you know, I'm a classical liberal, I'm a progressive, but it turns out the right wing's right about everything." Okay, so that's the shtick that they do, and they go on Tucker's show, and they dance for him, and so it's disgusting. They're not the real left, and here's how you can tell: they never disagree with Tucker.
So anyway, Mediaite knew what they were doing when they posted this clip. They knew what they were doing. They were like, all right, we're going to put... And then they tagged the motherfuckers. So Mediaite, they were stirring the pot. They were like, oh, shit. So they fucking tagged everyone, and they all freaked the fuck out. And this shit's hilarious. Now, obviously, everything that Cenk Uygur says here is correct. It's correct. It's true. Brianna Joy Gray constantly over the last couple of weeks has been saying Tucker Carlson's show has more left-wingers on than any other show on mainstream news. And as if that's a good thing. And again, who are the left-wingers being brought on? It's like, again, the Glenn Greenwalds, the Tim Pools, right? The Jimmy Dores, right? The people that, you know, all the anti-vax people, you know, like all the fucking freak shows. The freaks. That's who. The so-called lefties. Again, because it's a conspiracy theory network where they just define their own terms and use vague terminology. Like Glenn Greenwald, someone who constantly attacks transgender people, who a couple years ago made this big stink about how bisexuals are all lying. Like, oh, so many people are becoming bisexual. Are they lying for attention? That was Glenn Greenwald's beat just a couple years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, right? Jimmy Dore going on a show talking about how, like, trans people are so offended and woke and they're destroying America with their, why can't we just have trainee only sports? And Brianna Joy Gray, of course, doing the same, just asking questions routine on trans people. And of course, you know, Dave Rubin's the OG, he has the blueprint. But anyway, this shit was fucking funny. So these people freaked the fuck out. They freaked the fuck out. And I commented on this yesterday and I got like dozens and dozens of stupid ass fucking motherfuckers going like, did you know Cenk Uygur is a union buster? Like, that's the thing, like Cenk Uygur can do bad things and then that makes it so that everything he ever says is somehow incorrect. But like Glenn Greenwald or Jimmy Dore or Brianna Joy Gray can do bad things and it's just shoved under the rug. Like, that's the thing, like, is it bad if Cenk Uygur's a union buster? Absolutely. That has no bearing on this statement, right? But people love to freak the fuck out. People love to just like, oh, Cenk Uygur said something stupid fucking 18 years ago, but Glenn Greenwald saying something stupid 3 days ago is fine. Glenn Greenwald, for the past week, by the way, has been defending a far-right Twitter troll, Libs of TikTok. He's been going on his page defending that fucking piece of shit who is basically sending Proud Boys to various events to fucking scare the shit out of and threaten children. And Glenn Greenwald is defending that. And that's like this week. Right? That's like this week. But that's fine. But Cenk Uygur being a Republican in the 1990s, oh, he's canceled forever? Like, again, these people are fucking doo-doo brains. They got fucking, like, they've got, like, literally, like, if you were to cut their head open and look inside of their head, it wouldn't even be, like, solid shit. It would be, like liquidy. Like, it looks like the fucking chocolate from Willy Wonka's factory. What is that movie called? Charlie and the Chocolate? I don't know. It looks like that liquid chocolate you see at the fountains, right? Like, you just, like, and it comes out their ears. They're fucking dumb. Like, that's the thing. Like, the idea of disagreeing with people on certain things and then acknowledging that they say something correct, that is just, no one can think that. Everyone's got their own imaginary, like, they create, like, an imaginary person and they attach it on to someone online, right? Like Cenk Uygur did something bad at some point in time, therefore he's canceled forever. But Glenn Greenwald did something good at one point in time, right? Like his reporting on Lava Jato, for example, not bad at all. And now he's permanently immune. He's permanently immune from any criticism because he did something good 5 years ago. He's immune. He's got like God mode on. He's fucking IDDQD. He can just walk around, be an anti-vaxxer, defend right-wingers, defend far-right paramilitary groups like Patriot Front and Proud Boys, and he's good because he did some good reporting 5 years ago. Like, what the fuck? Like, these people are crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. And then again, like, Breonna Joy Gray is an interesting case, and this is why I'm happy about sharing this clip, because I'm happy that other people are acknowledging that Breonna Joy Gray is a fucking loser. Breonna Joy Gray hosts a podcast with someone who is accused of being a groomer, with evidence, by the way. We're talking about Virgil, Texas. If you look at, like, I'm just gonna, like, do this right now. Like, okay. If you look at her fucking shit, let's look at Bad Faith Pod. If you look at her podcast, the graphics on her podcast, right, and Breonna Joy Gray in Virgil, Texas. Virgil, Texas hasn't been on the show in like well over a year. Why? He was credibly accused with evidence of being a groomer pedophile and using his platform to groom teenagers and then like trying to like become sexual with them as soon as they were of legal age. And instead of combating these allegations, you know what they did? Breonna Joy Gray blocks anyone who brings it up. So I don't know, man. Like that's weird. That's weird. But that's not necessarily left wing or right wing. But that's fucking weird. Like I see this shit and I'm like, what? Anyway, like this shit is fucking hilarious. People overreact. People cry all the time over the stupidest fucking garbage. The stupidest fucking garbage. And the idea, like, if Glenn Greenwald says something I agree with, you know what I'll say? Oh, I agree with him on that. But when he says something bad, I'm not going to defend him because he said something good 5 years ago. Like, that shit's just insane. By the way, Glenn Greenwald has me blocked. Just a reminder, I emailed Glenn Greenwald about his problematic takes. He agreed to come on my show. He agreed to come on my show. And then when I asked him about it later on, he blocked me. Huh, interesting. Free speech warrior, by the way. Like, I don't know, man. Like, people online, they're just fucking stupid. By the way, Jimmy Dore is running for president, LMAO. But these motherfuckers are dumb as hell. And I'm so sick of stupid motherfuckers, man. I'm so sick of stupid motherfuckers. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. If Cenk Uygur said something stupid, fucking who cares how long ago? That doesn't change the fact that this clip, he's dead on the money. And when people move to the left, when people evolve, when people get better on things, that's good! When Breonna Joy Gray moves to the right and starts throwing transgender people under the bus, that's bad! When Glenn Greenwald and Jimmy Dore start being anti-vax and throwing minorities under the bus, that's bad! Jesus Christ. Anyway, I wanted to comment to that. And I'm sure that this video, we're going to have a lot of stupid, dumb motherfuckers in the comment section. I don't know why. Cenk Uygur is like a magnet for the dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth. Like, whenever you talk about Cenk Uygur, you're going to have like 13,000 fucking morons that just flood your bullshit with like, blah, 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 woo-hoo! Like, whenever you talk about Glenn Greenwald, it's the same thing. You have, like, it's a magnet for the dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth. Did you know Glenn Greenwald, 17,000 years ago, wrote an article that had one factual thing in it that was pretty good? Well, now, as a result of that, he can never be criticized, even when he says stupid fucking brain shit, fucking shit. Like, Jesus Christ, motherfucker! Like, notice, again, the hypocrisy of this cancel culture mindset that these fucking people employ. It's weaponized in very specific ways. Someone I don't like said something bad at one point in time, they're canceled forever. Someone I do like said something good at one point in time and is now a right-winger, and they're my best friend. Like, it's crazy. These fucking people are insane. You have fucking, like, Jimmy Dore, again, literally at this point, you could just call him a fascist. On his show, he's anti-vax, he shits on minorities, he shits on immigrants, but he's like, I want my white, straight people to have health care. That's called fascism, motherfucker! And then you've got these stupid fucking morons like Jackson Hinkle that orbit these people, that call themselves patriotic socialists. What does that sound like? Patriotic socialist. That sounds a lot like national socialist. Patriotism and nationalism are the same fucking thing. They're literally rebranding the core ideology of Nazi ideology, and their fans are dumb enough to go like, oh yeah, these are the one true leftists. The guys who hate transgender people, hate gay people, hate immigrants, but want white, cisgender, real Americans to have health care, therefore they're left-wingers. This shit's insane. But Cenk Uygur was a union buster fucking 5 years ago, and that's bad. I'm not endorsing that. That's a bad thing. But, like, these fucking people are insane. This, like, whole, like, spectrum of online, it's only online. These people are, like, they only can exist in an online disinformation-fueled ecosystem. These fucking people are ridiculously the dumbest motherfuckers. And their fans, dude. Their fans are just like, I mean, again, holy fuck!
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, only the
they're so fucking stupid, they're fans. Like the people that donate to these people, like Jimmy Dore or Glenn Greenwald, like, my god. They're in the same territory as, like, the Trump people that gave Trump money. I thought Trump was a self-funded billionaire. Why are you giving him fucking money, jackass? Dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth. So anyway, I know that me making this video, as soon as I clip it, as soon as I ship it, as soon as it's uploaded, I know, again, it's like a magnet for the dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth. The dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth, they're just gonna come out there. Like, you know, like, they're like fucking... You ever see that movie, It Follows? You know that movie? Where it's like you get infected with like a zombie STD or something, and then like a zombie is always like following you, but they're walking slowly. You ever see that movie? I thought that movie's like first half was really good, but then the second half is just like, what? Anyway, so you know the movie It Follows, where like there's just a zombie following you? That's like anytime you make a video, the zombies just like, they're like something in their brain or something is making them just like go toward you. It's like they have no internal monologue. They've got no thought process. They can't actually, they're not a free thinker. They're not a critical thinker. Someone criticized Glenn Greenwald. Must defend Glenn. Like, oh, Jimmy Dore was hit with critical. Someone wasn't sucking his dick in video form 100% of the time. They had one critique of them. Let's go and defend him. Like, these motherfuckers, man, low IQ dunderhead garbage. Oh, Jimmy Dore said we need Medicare for all in fucking 2015. Great. That was good. That doesn't mean he's immune from criticism forever, you stupid motherfucker. Like, Jesus Christ. By that logic, Nancy Pelosi should be your favorite politician. She was asking for Medicare for all in the 1980s. In the 1980s, Nancy Pelosi was all for Medicare for all. And so she did something good once. Therefore, right? Forever. She's fine. Why are you criticizing Nancy Pelosi? How dare you? Hillary Clinton. She was advocating for Medicare for all in the 1990s. So therefore, she's immune forever. She's got God mode on forever. You can't criticize her. She was in favor of Medicare for all in the 1990s. Are you criticizing her? Oh, you think she's moved to the right? Pfft. Didn't you see that speech from 1989 when she was in favor of Medicare for all? You fucking liberal shit-lib sellout. You're attacking true progressives. That's how you fucking sound, you dumb motherfuckers. Jesus Christ. It's so dumb. So dumb. So fucking stupid. These fucking people, man. They're so... And they have no critical thinking. They're just obsessed. It's like team sports to them. They're just so fucking stupid. They're so fucking stupid, man. I'm sick of it. But I know I'm going to continue commenting on it because it's fun. It's entertaining for me. This is entertaining. Like, the idea that Glenn Greenwald, like, agreed to come on my show and then blocked me when I asked him about it, that's entertaining to me. I'm sorry, but you can't tell me that that's not entertaining. And anyway, seeing the Young Turks, the largest progressive news outlet, getting more and more progressive over time, that's cool. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched a couple of Young Turks clips over the last couple months, and they're pretty good. Like, this idea, they're like, oh, Cenk Uygur voted for a Democrat in 2016, so therefore he's canceled forever. Like, what the fuck? Like, every Young Turks video I've seen over the last couple months, they've been shitting on the Democrats harder than I've seen people like Jimmy Dore shit on them, right? And with actually fact-based things. Like, Jimmy Dore is, like, talking about Hunter Biden's laptop or, like, censorship or some stupid right-wing conspiracy theory, anti-vax conspiracy theory. Young Turks is actually giving actual substantive, factual criticism of Democratic politicians, and that's cool. And I think it's good when people move to the left. But this, I mean, man, there's like a cult of personality around some of these stupid motherfuckers that really is just insane. It's insane. And again, you've got the dumbest bitches in the world going like, patriotic socialism? Well, we tried National Socialism and that didn't work out so well, so hopefully this one works a little bit better. Dumb motherfuckers. Dumb motherfuckers. Anyway, so this is going to be a fun clip. Go check out the comment section to this one in like 48 hours, and I guarantee you, you're going to have some really good stuff. Just started getting back into TYT because of their criticism of the Dems. Yo, same. Like, I remember watching TYT like fucking, I don't know, 2014, 2015. And like, you know, they were big on the Bernie stuff. In 2016, that's what I really liked about them. But then, like, in the interim time, like, I don't know, I felt like they were a little bit too lib, in my opinion. But recently, I'm not gonna lie, people send me Young Turks clips, people send me clips of all kinds of things, and sometimes I watch them, sometimes I don't. And I've been consistently impressed. So, I don't know. Although, also, hello, Uranium Cowboy? Are you new here? Reminder, folks. Doom stream, Memento Mori 2, in 92 minutes. 92 minutes. You're going to get some more ranting and raving, rambly Andrea content. So check it out. Bookmark this page. Do what you need to do. Be there or be square. We're playing Memento Mori 2. I'm going to do a movie review in a second here, so the show's got a little bit of oomph to it left. Anna Kasparian's homelessness takes that I've seen are pretty cringe. KK, I agree. But we're not talking about her. I think she's got a lot of good takes too. But, I mean, I don't care. Like, I'll criticize someone when they're wrong. I'll criticize someone when they're wrong, and I'll praise them when they're right. I don't know. Why is that so difficult for some people? I really don't know. They've always criticized corporate Dems. I agree. They always have done that, Donald James. But, I don't know, man. Like, Cenk Uygur had this phase where he would say, I'm a capitalist, but, like, every other day. And it was just like, ugh, you know what I mean? But I don't think, he hasn't done that in a while in any clip I've seen. So maybe he's still a capitalist, but he realizes that saying it over and over is cringy. I don't know, man. But again, I don't have like some parasocial addiction to like defending random people I've never met online. Like, that's the thing that's really strange to me. And I've met people like Breonna Joy Gray. I've had a conversation with her in person on the Bernie campaign. I thought she was super cool at the time. So it's like, but I'm not gonna, I met her one time and we had a nice conversation, so therefore she's immune from criticism forever. Like these people, man, like, Jesus Christ. The dumbest motherfuckers on Earth. On Earth! And Earth is a big place. We got a lot of dumb motherfuckers on Earth, let me tell you. A lot of dumb motherfuckers on Earth. Environmental Coffee House, we gotta set up a date. Letter hack, by the way. The whole entire opening 30 minutes you gotta watch. You missed it. You should have been there. This stream, the first 30 minutes, you're mentioned. You're a main character in the first 30 minutes of this broadcast. You gotta watch it. Check it out. That's all I can say. Alright, y'all. I'm going to do a movie review. Again, come into my Doom stream later. If you think that this was a fun stream... Now imagine, again, my Doom streams, I know you people are fucking stupid, right? You got some low IQ shit. So it's this, but with moving pixels. So I can get like 40 people to watch this when I'm going like people will watch this, and that's fine. But when there's moving pixels, all of a sudden, holy shit, I can't watch it. I just can't watch. You people are fucking cringe. In 89 minutes, bookmark the tab. 89 minutes, motherfucker. Get in. Get the fuck in. How's that air conditioner sound, by the way? God, it's getting hot here. Holy fuck. You might be in bed? That's a shame. Alright. Yesterday, I watched a film. I watched Clean, starring Adrian Brody. Revenge is a dirty business. Well, what a tagline. Clean. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Again, yesterday I was really high, and I'm still high. I engulfed my bloodstream in tetrahydrocannabinol, and it's still there. So, but anyway, so I watched this movie under the influence of tetrahydrocannabinol, and I must say, this movie was pretty good. So, I got it. Okay, so this movie is very interesting because it's like about 90 minutes-ish, maybe like 100 minutes. And the first 45 minutes, like the first half of the movie is set up. Like there's almost no action. There's almost like it's all like just dialogue and like slow scenes, right? Like and like hit like the main character Adrian Brody just talking to people and like, you know, showing how he lives his life. And like the first half of the movie, I was thinking to myself, is this an action movie? Like this is on AMC Plus. Right, so I didn't know anything about it. I was just browsing AMC Plus, and I'm like, oh, Adrian Brody, I like him. Let's watch the movie. So I didn't know, like, was this an action movie? Is it like a drama? I don't know what this was. And so the first 45 minutes was just like set up, and I was like, okay, you know, these characters are interesting. But then there's like a major scene that happens like halfway through the movie. And like Adrian Brody's like taking care of some kid or something. But it's like not his kid, but it's like a kid that he may or may not like know their parents or what. I don't know. It's very unclear. It's ambiguous. Anyway, so that kid is like at a party and gets laced with drugs and then is about to be raped. And so Adrian Brody is like trying to look out for her. And then like basically he takes like a fucking wrench and just beats the fucking shit out of everyone at the party and saves her. But one of the people at the party is like the son of some like Russian mob boss. And then this is when the movie gets good. So again, the first half of the movie is just set up. Like there's very little action. There's a couple scenes, right? But then the latter half of the movie, he's being chased by this like Russian mob boss's guys. And he's got like all these kinds of weapons, right? He uses like the thing I like about this movie is there's such a good amount of weaponry. Right, there's like, he uses a wrench. That's his like main weapon of choice. But then he uses like random shit. Like there's like hatchets. Like there's no like guns until like the end of the movie. Like the whole like intermediate action sequence are like melee weapons. And I think that that's super cool. But then this motherfucker makes like a customized shotgun. Oh man, the ending, by the way, I don't even want to spoil it. I don't know, man. The ending, like this is like a climax, like a 30-minute climax that's like, if you just watched it, it would be pretty good, but watching it with the 45-minute, like, opening sequence, is so much better. But anyway, I'm gonna spoil it. So he's a trash man, right? And that's why his like nickname is Clean or something, because he's a trash guy. And so at the end, he's targeting the Russian mob boss, and he drives a fucking dumpster truck, a fucking trash like garbage collection truck, into the guy's house. And that's how like the ending sequence starts. I was like, whoa. I haven't seen that one before. He drives a motherfucking giant truck through the guy's house. And it was amazing. It was so fun to watch. And then he's got this like weirdo custom shotgun. And he's blowing people's heads apart. It was a really good movie. I like action movies sometimes. This one was interesting. AMC Plus. Check it out. Adrian Brody. I like him. And good movie. So Clean. Not bad. I endorse it. It's got my official endorsement. There you go. Anyway, hopefully y'all were entertained today. I try my best to be entertaining. I hope I'm entertaining. Maybe I'm entertaining. I don't know. It's possible I'm not entertaining. If I'm not entertaining, feel free to fuck off. But if I am entertaining, feel free to give me some cash money. I also take in-person cash donations as well. Non-taxable. So if anyone wants to mail me an envelope full of money, let me know. I'm gonna get like a P.O. box at some point. Once again, Doomstream, 83 minutes. Open this up in a tab, motherfucker. 83 minutes. You're gonna want to be there, or be square. You know, and you don't want to be a square, because that's not good for some reason. But be there, check it out, and that's pretty much it. Do I take gold nuggets? I take anything that has any value at all. If you want to send me like a sock or something, I'll wear the sock. If you want to send me like some grass clippings, I'll throw it in my compost. Send me whatever you want. I want to get a P.O. box set up at some point. Like in the near future. I'm working on it. And by I'm working on it, I mean I wrote it down in like a list of to-dos, and I've made no progress since then. That's what I mean by I'm working on it. But anyway. That's the show. I mean, that's it. That's all we got. Do I have to? I mean, there's a bunch of people that want to send me a bunch of things. I can mail you my neighbor's copper wiring, and I'll put it to great use, home. I could use some copper wiring. Anyway. What's my birthstone? My birthstone. Birthstone is a gemstone that represents a person's period of Emerald? Emerald? Maybe? Anyway, so that's the show. I wish I could say great ep, but I need to watch the beginning. You need to. You're like getting like, this is like a movie letter hack where you're watching the end before the start, and then you're going to go back and then... I wish mine were emerald, but I also don't care about birthstones. I didn't even know what a birthstone was until this moment, so... I feel like I'm doing pretty well. Toenails, dead skin, bloody bandages, throw it in the compost. Snot tissues, I think they're biodegradable. Anyway, that's it.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up. They had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
Could we have done that sooner?
We are doing it.
But should we have done it sooner?
We are doing it.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa. I am not up to the job. I am not up to the job.
Dumb as a shit fuck, you know, cringe tour, etc., etc.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.